On General Hospital, Cyrus seems to have recently met his end. However, fans are starting to suspect this might not be the end of the story. At the very least, some fans are wondering why more characters in Port Charles aren't suspicious about what's going on. Cyrus recently met his fate on General Hospital, or so it seems. Cyrus Renault's reign of terror has recently come to an end on General Hospital. The character met his end after being shot in self-defense by Jocelyn Jacks. This followed Cyrus claiming the lives of many characters in Port Charles, having a part in the deaths of Dex Heller and Sam McCall. However, Cyrus' fate hasn't been good news for everyone. Notably, Jason has been pinned for his murder. However, in the world of soaps, characters don't necessarily stay dead for long. Notably, many fans have taken to social media to discuss questions they have concerning Cyrus' recent fate. As one fan on Reddit asked, "Cyrus is missing, but no body has been found." As the fan continued, everyone seems to be relieved that Cyrus will no longer be a problem. Hello? No body, no proof that he's dead. How many people have come back from the dead, much less missing and assumed dead? For all they know, Cyrus could be sitting back and waiting to attack. We all know he's dead, but nobody else in PC does. I find this frustrating. Many other fans agree with the sentiment. As one fan noted, "Yeah, I really don't get why everyone is convinced he's dead. I did the cabin was scrubbed, but that could have been anyone murdering anyone." The fan continued, "Hell, he could have just hired a cleaning service for daily maintenance for all anyone knows. He could have had the cabin scrubbed so people would assume he's dead. There are so many other possibilities than just accepting he's dead and closing the book on that. If Cyrus still lives, could Port Charles be in danger?" Ultimately, the fan also thought it was suspicious that the characters aren't themselves being suspicious. As they noted, when someone confesses to being a serial killer and goes missing, the most logical conclusion should be that they're on the run. For some fans, the issue is that characters should still suspect he's out there. This is especially important as the blame for Cyrus' death soon starts to fall on Jason. However, other fans suspect the soap might really be planning to reveal Cyrus is alive after all. Of course, if the latter is true, this could mean Cyrus still poses further danger to Port Charles. Other fans weighed in on the issue. Some thought it was reasonable for some characters to believe Cyrus is dead. Others agreed that Cyrus might be lurking in the shadows. Some comments included, "There isn't blood, sign of struggle, or strands of Cyrus' hair. There isn't any evidence that Cyrus was in a reasonable radius of the cabin. It is frustrating. I buy Jason and Anna knowing he's dead. They are both pros, and no only a pro could have done this. Duves B has him on ice somewhere. He has a lot of connections, knowledge, and influence. He could be useful. There is nothing proving he isn't a missing person on the run. There is no proof he is dead." Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, Messy Syrup. It's me, Abby, here. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Keep watching. So let's dive into today's video. General Hospital spoilers say that a lot of fans can't help but scratch their heads over Jason and Drew, as some things just aren't making much sense. General Hospital spoilers. This doesn't make sense about Jason and Drew. Some critics have pointed out that if Jason is ever suspected of a crime based on DNA evidence, that would mean that Drew is automatically a suspect too. If that weren't enough, since Jason claims that Drew is his alibi, and Drew lies about Jason being with him, and Drew doesn't have an alibi, doesn't that place both twins at the scene of the crime? Clearly, that's what viewers are trying to figure out right now. Of course, the internet has a lot to say about the matter. Some have even commented with, "Obviously, there are two things that make Jason an obvious suspect over Drew. He is a known hitman, and he threatened Cyrus publicly." Now, if Drew does not back up Jason's alibi, it would be great for Diane to come in and use your examples above to cause reasonable doubt. Another critic wrote, you cannot determine identical twins from one another with DNA testing. You are correct, they can do it with fingerprints or dental records. Hairs would be a pretty big stretch, as that is not a definitive science. The most you can say is the hairs are similar to a person. General Hospital spoilers. What's next in Port Charles? And then there was this comment as well, Jason, of being complicit whatsoever in Cyrus's death. Sidebar. Why didn't GH go the whole Kevin/Ryan route with Jason and Drew too, since they are also identical twins, and by using one actor to portray both characters would have totally suspended any storyline credibility issues in the viewer's eyes. It goes without saying that GH fans will have to tune in each and every day to find out what will happen next. The children of General Hospital have always had it rough. They suffer from diseases, kidnappings, parental and sibling deaths, and so much more. Some kids in Port Charles are really going through it right now, but poor Scout has it the worst. The younger generation of GH is having a moment, but it isn't necessarily a good one. Gio is about to learn that his entire life has been a lie. Aiden's absentee dad popped back into his life, but was almost killed. Avery is constantly in the middle of a battle between her parents. Then there is the Dante and Sam tribe. Danny, Rocco, and Scout were living their best life. Sure, they each had a parent who was either in a coma or presumed dead at one point, but Dante and Sam made up for that. They provided a stable and loving home for their 3 children, who loved them and each other. Unfortunately, Sam was killed, and their lives were turned upside down. Scout and Danny are dealing with the loss of their mom. Rocco is trying to deal with getting his mom back at the expense of his stepmom. Plus, Lulu hasn't been very motherly towards her son. Life has gotten hard for all 3. All by herself, whereas Scout, Rocco and Danny have been cared for in their grief. They are living at the Quartermains together with their dads who are present in their lives, but there has been no sign of their little sister. Scout is stuck with Drew, who has become daddy dearest. He moved her away from the family she loves and into a hotel suite with him, but he is never there. The congressman is either chasing his girlfriend or plotting against everyone in Port Charles. Is his little girl sitting in a hotel room ordering room service by herself? Alexis offered for her granddaughter to move in with her and be surrounded by love from her and her aunts, but Drew refused. Now he has bought a home for Scout, but he seems more concerned about Willow and her children moving in than he is about his daughter's well-being. Is she even living there? There has been no sign of her at all. Plus, he refused Chasen's truce to help the kids, so she cannot even see her brother. Someone should really call Child Protective Services on this guy. Are you worried about Scout? General Hospital spoilers and updates revealed Jocelyn Jacks experienced a pivotal moment in her life when she made the fateful decision to pull the trigger on Cyrus Renault. This dramatic act transformed Jocelyn's reality profoundly, altering her life and reshaping her views on her former stepfather, the Port Charles mob boss Sonny Corinthos. In a recent chat with Soap Opera Digest, Eden McCoy shared insights about a shocking plot twist that sent fans into a frenzy on social media. Viewers were left reeling when Jocelyn made the bold move to eliminate Cyrus, but McCoy revealed she had been aware of this secret for quite some time. I discovered that Jocelyn would be killing Cyrus at the same moment I learned that Joss's love interest, Dex Heller, was being written off. So I've been in the loop for a while, McCoy confessed, and it's not the first time the character had to navigate the grief of losing someone close to her emotionally. While the departure of Dex Heller was a significant emotional hit for Jocelyn, McCoy found it manageable, having previously navigated the heart-wrenching storyline of losing Oscar Nero Quartermain. Eden appreciated the heads-up about this very different version of grief. McCoy found a sense of satisfaction in understanding the trajectory of the Cyrus storyline, engaging in a distinctly alternate portrayal of grief. Unlike others who might succumb to sorrow, Jocelyn channeled her heartache into a proactive journey. McCoy expressed her immense gratitude for being chosen to be the one to confront and eliminate Cyrus Menace from Port Charles, describing it as a super honored moment. Nevertheless, parting ways with Jeff Kober was bittersweet for her, as he had brought such joy to her experience on set. Jocelyn's bold resolution to take down Cyrus will undoubtedly continue to influence her life in profound ways. Jocelyn's being pulled further into Brennan's world. Jocelyn is being drawn deeper into Jack Brennan's world, thanks to the cabin cleanup and the ongoing WSB turmoil. This daring decision will significantly alter her perception of Sonny in the future. McCoy emphasized that it shifts Joss' viewpoint on Sonny 1,000,000%, and she feels relieved, having grown weary of the hypocrisy surrounding her character. Our predictions for GH suggest that Jocelyn will experience further shifts in her perspective, so stay tuned for updates on her evolving journey. Upcoming spoilers hint that Jocelyn will encounter some startling revelations and challenging situations as she navigates this precarious path. General Hospital spoilers for Monday, March 3, reveal that Drew Quartermain will deliver a fierce threat while Sasha Gilmore Corbin panics over an ambush. Brad Cooper will also get some stunning news. So let's talk about the shockers coming up in Port Charles. For starters, Sonny Corinthos will turn to Lucy Coe for help, so he may seek some real estate assistance since he needs a place to live. During this conversation, Sonny might also have a chance to pump Lucy for Jen Sidwell info, since those two have been spending a lot of time together. Over with Drew, he'll deliver a stern warning to Curtis Ashford. Drew will make it clear that if Drew takes something from him, he's going to take something from Curtis. Curtis is plotting Drew's takedown, but Drew might end up retaliating with the help of Selena Wu and the blackmail material she scored on Portia Robinson. Meanwhile, Brad will be taken aback during a conversation with Lucas Jones. "Are you saying there could be an us again?" Brad asks in Monday's GH preview video. Lucas might be open to the idea of maybe going on some dates and seeing what happens. Brad's heart will be filled with hope, but his latest deal with Selena could come back to bite him and doom his romantic reunion. At Bobby's, Giovanni Gio Palmieri will sit down with Dante Falconeri and admit Dante might be the one person who can understand where he's coming from. After Gio's face-off with Tracy Quartermain, he may have his deceased father on his mind, or at least the man he believes was his father. Gio may think Dante can relate to the void he felt growing up since Dante didn't find out Sonny was his dad until much later. Perhaps Gio will wish his father was alive and that he could bond with him like Dante ultimately did with Sonny. Of course, Gio won't realize that's exactly what he's doing in this moment. Dante is Gio's biological father, so it'll be interesting to watch them connect without that crucial knowledge. Over with Lulu Spencer, she'll talk to Damian Spinelli about a risk that's definitely worth taking. Lulu may seek Spinelli's help to access any information that Martin Gray might be hiding about Valentin Cassadine. Since Lulu feels like Martin could be the key to finding Charlotte Cassadine, it seems she'll count on Spinelli to pitch in and get her updates. We should mention that Martin has case notes that spell out the whole adoption story thanks to his meeting with Lois Cirillo. We also know Lulu's snooping will play a role in Dante and Brooklyn Quartermain's upcoming storyline, so she may get her hands on those case notes eventually. In the meantime, Sasha will flip out over an unwelcome visitor at the Quartermain mansion. "Leave now or I'll scream," Sasha declares as she brandishes a meat mallet. Will it be Sidwell who pops up and pushes Sasha to stay out of his way? Sidwell may warn Sasha to back off for her own good and for the sake of the baby she's carrying. General Hospital spoilers reveal that one of the latest developments is causing major problems, with Eva at the center of it all. Initially, her connection with Rick seemed strategic, but as feelings grew, so did complications, especially when Alexis entered the picture. Alexis and Rick share a deep history, a daughter, and unresolved emotions. Despite denying it, their interactions suggest lingering feelings, making Eva question her position in Rick's life. Eva isn't the type to accept being sidelined. Alexis has an advantage, a bond with Rick that Eva can't compete with. If Rick still harbors feelings for his ex, Eva won't just walk away. She's prepared to fight, but if Rick remains torn between the two women, he risks losing both. This love triangle could set off a chain reaction that impacts many lives in Port Charles. Meanwhile, Alexis faces her own struggles. Her daughters, Molly and Christina, are caught in personal and legal conflicts. As a mother, Alexis can't stand by and watch them suffer. Reluctantly, she turns to Rick, knowing he's a brilliant lawyer despite his flaws. Their alliance reignites old tensions and old feelings. Heated arguments between them hint at something unresolved, leaving Eva increasingly insecure. As Rick and Alexis spend more time together, Eva grows suspicious. She believed she had control over her relationship, but Alexis' presence is a threat. Rumors surface about a secret agreement between Rick and Alexis, further fueling Eva's paranoia. If Rick is slipping away, Eva won't let it happen without a fight. Eva is dangerous when cornered, and her desperation leads her to drastic measures. She starts tracking Rick and Alexis, looking for proof of betrayal. Every glance, every meeting, only deepens her fears. What's worse, Eva realizes Rick may no longer be someone she can control. Fueled by jealousy and the fear of being replaced, she begins plotting her next move. Her growing instability puts her on a path of revenge. If Rick wants to leave, there will be consequences. If Alexis is trying to take him back, she will pay the price. But as Eva spirals, she may be stepping into a situation she can't control. Meanwhile, tension is rising between Christina and Eva. Their hostility has always existed, but now it's turning into open conflict. Christina sees Eva as a manipulator, a threat to her family. Eva, in turn, sees Christina as naive and meddlesome. With Alexis imposing strict decisions over Christina's life, their mother-daughter relationship becomes strained, adding fuel to the fire. As the fight intensifies, Eva realizes she's not just facing one enemy, she's battling both Alexis and Christina. Christina will do anything to protect her family, and Eva won't back down without a fight. The storm brewing in Port Charles is about to explode, and when it does, no one will walk away unscathed. Who will come out on top? Drop your thoughts in the comment section below. Do you agree or disagree? Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more updates. Your opinions matter, and I will see you in the next video. Thank you.